In the streets of Kabul, Yelda hastily takes a photo of a model. What she is doing is against the law under the Taliban regime. We have changed this young woman's name to protect her identity.
I usually take pictures to document the situation in Afghanistan, and my photos deal with the living conditions of women and girls in Afghanistan.
Like more than 2 million Afghan women, 18-year-old Yelda is deprived of formal education. She hoped to become a businesswoman, but had to give up. She then discovered a passion for photography after the Taliban seized power and is self-taught.
Since the Taliban took power in Afghanistan, there's been no education for women. They also banned photography, so I took online courses. I looked for a photographer who could teach me and help me understand the basics. I started watching YouTube videos and looking at photos of famous photographers, which helped me learn at home.
Yelda does not hide her ambitions, even if she knows that the path will be difficult in the country run by Taliban.
I want to become a world-renowned photographer and continue learning even more. My goal is to tell stories and show the truth through my photos, what no one can see in this society, from the beauty of people to their struggles and dreams. But the Taliban has banned photography, which is considered haram, and if you practice it, it's a crime.
Less than a year ago, the Taliban banned images of living things in several provinces. But some places like this mixed art gallery and school, which has been here for almost a decade, are allowed to remain open.
You can see the lines here. Look, this area looks discolored, and the lines look a little dry and rough.
This young woman has been coming here to learn to paint for a year.
When I come here, I feel at home. I paint every day. It has changed my life. It brings me a lot of happiness and hope. When I paint, I feel free and able to do whatever I want. If I didn't paint, I don't think I would be alive.
Reza Madawi has 250 students. There are twice as many girls as before the Taliban came to power.
We don't have schools or universities for girls. They can't work. There are galleries where they can come and learn something. Some girls are very interested in art, but others not at all. They come to pass the time or because their family pushes them to come here. Art is very important for women in Afghanistan because it brings their lives some happiness and hope.
Hamida works as a clothing designer and also trains dozens of young girls in the trade. She has discovered far more than just a livelihood, but also a hope for the future.
You need to put beads on this garment, 3 lines. One here, and one here. Once you have finished this shirt, you can start working on the next one.
Hamida said she felt helpless before taking back control of her life.
If I didn't have this creative outlet, I would be like those women who have to stay home and do household chores. When the Taliban took power, I was plunged into darkness. I felt like all my dreams and desires had been destroyed and that I had no control over my life. Then I realized that if I didn't do something, it would be like giving up on myself.
According to a recent UN report, nearly 1/3 of Afghan women suffer from depression or anxiety due to restrictions and pressures from the Taliban. Some have found freedom in their art and others have found it in poetry. Anusha has been able to keep her job as a primary school teacher, but poetry helps to keep her spirits up.
Writing is like breathing for me. It makes me feel good. It allows me to keep my feelings alive. It soothes me. It's one of the best things in my life.
For Afghan women, art is a daily act of hope as they await the restoration of their fundamental rights by the Taliban regime.